see the Matrix? Where she takes her above the clouds and it's the sun. It's like, wow. New Jersey decided to be nice. Rained forever. This I've emptied this 6 times. It just kept raining. Just kept raining. We're gonna do something we don't ever rarely do. We're gonna clean up the board. So we're gonna hit this lower unit with the power washer. It's not gonna get much of the grease off, but we'll try to smooth it out, clean her up. And we're gonna hit the top part too. It's just beautiful. Don't look like I did anything. We're gonna have to sand and degrease because it don't look like I did a thing. But that'll get some of the dirt off. Hey, I hit it with the wire wheel on the drill. Looks a little better. See the swirl marks still? So maybe some nice sandpaper. This is why I don't like doing this stuff. It comes at a price. Ouch. Stupid thing spun right off the metal and onto a fresh layer of skin. Cleaning up the lower unit. And as I suspected, there I think is the original paint. I don't know if you can tell. A light shade blue, that looks like an Evinrude blue, as opposed to this brighter weird blue. Yeah, how bright that is. And that's because I sanded it. That looks like I've seen so many Evinrudes with that blue color. So we're just trying to get it off. Keep hitting it with the sander here. Not trying to get crazy with it because I really don't care enough because I hate this. Anybody wants to sit here and sand for hours, bless your heart. I don't have the heart. Don't have it. This thing's far more pitted than I had originally imagined, too. Deep scoreds there. But we bought some primer sealer we're going to try on it. And, yeah, so I don't even know if the thing's going to run. Busted my hump over here. Sanding to make it look pretty. Be a nice hood ornament when it's done. Just a random general Walmart degreaser. We're going to try this stuff. The filler and sandable, the primer filler. And it'll fill in and try to hopefully take out some of those scratches. The deep ones, the deep pits are going to be there, but we're going to get it cleaned up. It should look 100 times better. Star of the show, Mr. Matthew. It's hard to do all this with a kid running around. Stop touching everything. Stop touching. Hit it with the power washer. And what's a good day without some fun, huh? Oh! Its first coat of this sealer stuff. My first time using it. I think this old outboard, Mr. Conway Lake Chain Boy, good old boy from Orlando. I believe he said he uses this stuff thick. Don't quote me. Check his channel out. Put a link in there. I'm pretty sure he said he puts this stuff thick. I'm not gonna because I've never used it before. We're just gonna go coat by coat. I don't think he meant, or I'm pretty sure he explained it. He didn't say like one thick coat. I think he just meant like 6 thin coats. So now that I ruined everything there, that's what we're gonna do. Light, let it dry. This is a sealer. It should seal. All right. And you can see a lot of the imperfections already. However, it was in such bad shape. I believe peeing on it would make it look better. Here's the other side. Looks good with primer. I'll leave it. We got the 30 horsepower after the primer sealer. Looking better. I couldn't stand the divots anymore, so I hit it with a Bondo type plastic. We're gonna sand that. Try to sand that flat, and that's it. I'm not gonna touch it anymore. The pitting is very, very heavy down here, but you could probably still see it even after I sand it. I don't know if it'll help, but it's getting too involved. I like this is the stuff I hate because it's sand fill, sand paint fill, wet sand fill. I don't have the time. I don't even know if the damn motor's gonna run. So, but this is the primer coat. At least we can prime it up and paint it nice and see how she looks. So that's the 30 horsepower lower unit. I don't know if I'm digging it. I did a quick layer on the bottom. I picked a Ford navy blue metallic. I thought it was dark enough to get like an Evinrude type. I'm not happy. It's too shiny, too bright. I mean, I guess I see it. That's the second coat. It needs a good third coat. I don't know. Maybe we'll run with it. Disclaimer. I hate painting. I hate painting. I don't want to do it. I don't know what I'm doing. Sanded, filled it. Y'all saw the video. I'm gonna wet sand it, smooth, and then paint it. I'm done. I'm done. You saw what it looked like before. Wait till you see what it looks like after. If it looks like crap up close, I don't care. I don't care. It looks better now than it ever did. Thank you. Disclaimer over. Wet sanding. So what did I do? Hit it with the Wet Sand 400, P400. It looks smoother, I guess. I'm just pouring water over it. Pretty sure you're supposed to dip this in a bucket of water or something. I got time for that. So I'm just keeping up constant water. Tell you what, that filler I used, the Bondo filler, I mean, it ain't table soft smooth, but the divots were so bad, it's not bad. I mean, to any basic idiot, you're gonna be like, wow, this was the worst paint job ever. But to a guy like me, that I'm like, hey, Did you check it out before? Because it looked like garbage before. I'm happy with it. That's it. I'm not getting nuts with it. That was the 400. I can go as high as 1500, but I'm pretty sure the 1500 is for like after paint application. Okay, so I apologize for any background noise. Kids playing in the backyard. But we're gonna hit it with the spray paint after we sanded it. We wet sanded the primer. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but I tell you what, it is smooth, baby. Smooth as silk. However, I didn't degrease, or I did wipe it down with a paper towel. I'm getting some debris now, so the paint might not stick in certain corners. And the pitting that was on the bottom was really bad. It's not awful. You could feel it, and you're gonna see it with the paint. It's just inevitable. But again, we're not looking for a total restoration. Just want like this old outboard, hysterical dude. Check him out. It's not a restoration, but just trying to make it look pretty. Here we go.
Go, Daddy. Good Daddy.
We're gonna put a base coat real thin. Real thin. Probably shouldn't do it so thin because there's not a lot of can here and it's expensive. Not expensive, but it's expensive for the cheap stuff, but it's still $3 a can. We just want a real tacky base coat. Nothing crazy. Bing bada boom. Okay. So that's it. Quick, easy base coat. We're not gonna wet sand in between. We're gonna let that dry. Like I said, you're gonna see the imperfections. Okay, those were all divots. Okay, I don't want to touch it now, but when I filled it in, it's smooth. I'm more happy that it's smooth the surface as opposed to looking good. I know the buyer's gonna be like, well, it looks like crap. I'm like, yeah, but it looks good. It runs good. It matters that it runs good. Nobody cares how it runs. They only care about how it looks. But whatever. So we're gonna put a couple more coats on, see how it turns out. But I mean, anything is better than what it was. Y'all know what it looked like. Anything is better than what it was. I didn't pull the shiny metal piece off because the bolt was already broken. So I'm assuming they're seized in there. So I plugged the holes with some paper towel, and then I plugged the drain hole with a paper towel and make sure I don't gum it up with some paint and everything. That looks pretty good. Put 3 or 4 more coats on it, and we'll show you the finished product. The top of the engine is gonna be the fun part. Okay, we put, this is our 4th coat. This is our 5th coat. The first 3 were super light, and I'm running out of spray paint in one can, so I figured I'd put a heavy coat on for the 4th one. It's starting to finally come together, so hopefully this will be the 5th and final coat. Worst case scenario is I might have enough for a 6th coat, but we gotta start hitting it heavy because we're running out of product here. Probably should have started going heavy. Coat 3. Because I didn't really think I'd need another spray can. But it looks like I might end up needing one. Nobody ever looks at it from underneath anyway, right? Okay. I mean, it's a lot shinier than I had intended. But I gotta get a before and after shot. I don't know if I'll be able to do it in the video, but actually via my camera, it looks a lot better than it does in person. In person, the bottom really looks bad. For a shitty painter, I'm not even an amateur painter, I'm a shitty painter. It doesn't look bad at all. I mean, the guy who's gonna come by it's gonna be like, wow, thanks for wasting my time with your garbage paint job. The side you're looking at looks a lot better than this side. I don't know if it's because I can see because the sun's glaring on this side. The coat's more even. Over here, I can really see where there's not an even coat of paint. We'll let that dry and hit it with a 7th coat. We're gonna hit it with whatever the can's got, and then the upper section, which is covered in grease, we'll see if we can clean that up and hit that with a. We're gonna need another can for the upper section. The lower unit's coming out. I tell you what, I hate painting, but I love the finished product. I don't care how bad it looks. I'm gonna show you guys how bad it looks. How bad is that? Ugly, right? F you. I love it. Oh man, do I love it. You know, we'll wait till that dries. Oh, what's that? Did I mess it up? Nah, it's okay. That's it. That's the finished color. I mean, it's... I don't care. This thing was disgusting when I saw it. If you don't like the finished product, then you are a perfectionist and need help. Or you got a better man than me then. I don't care. Better than me. I'm just happy to have a lower unit that just looks uniform. This thing is pretty. You'd never know it was disgusting. It almost looks like, oh, the guy just divoted it. No, this thing was ugly. We got to get a picture. This is cool, man. I'll tell you what, if it wasn't so hard to get to here, I would actually work harder to get a better finished product. Just don't care, don't wanna. But I tell you what, pretty sweet. For what I'm going for, this is gonna be one sexy hood ornament. Let me tell you. I'll tell you what, it's neat to see it like this. It's neat to see it like this. I have very low expectations. But anything's better. Let's see, you know, we'll take a picture of the finished product versus what it was. So this will be the lower section. We'll try to get the upper section and go from there.